use free time decides your future. Have you ever wondered why two people with the same education, the same opportunities, and the same 24 hours end up in completely different places in life? Every human life consists of the same 24 hours every day. Luck isn't what sets one person's journey apart from another. Rather, it's how they make use of the time that others frequently take for granted. Few individuals value their free time until it's gone. However, more than any job or class, this time, those peaceful moments away from work, school, duties, and responsibilities has the profound capacity to define a person's future, who we become, what opportunities we take advantage of, and the dreams we realize are all determined by how we spend these hours, minutes, and seconds. Fundamentally, our priorities and mindset are reflected in how we use our leisure time. Individuals who view their leisure time as a chance to develop, learn, and create frequently become more proficient, informed, self-assured, and prosperous. On the other hand, those who use their leisure time to escape reality, avoid introspection, or pursue meaningless distraction frequently find themselves stuck, unfulfilled, and behind in life. Poor people spend their free time escaping life, the statement reads. Rich people spend free time preparing for it, effectively conveys this difference. Naturally, it is not just about material wealth. Instead, it draws attention to a shift in long-term thinking, behaviors, and attitudes that influence results across years and decades. The one resource that cannot be replaced, bought back, or saved is time. Time equals life. Therefore, waste your time and waste your life, or master your time and master your life. As author Alan Lakeem famously stated, we should reiterate this equation. Each hour we spend is an hour of life. We are effectively losing moments of our lives if we waste that time on pointless scrolling, idle entertainment, or procrastination. Yet many people treat free time as if it is insignificant or available for later. They tell themselves, I'll start tomorrow, I deserve a break, or I'll do it when I feel like it. While rest and entertainment have their place, relying on them as the default mode of free time often leads to stagnation. When we consistently choose short-term pleasure over long-term growth, our habits become unproductive, our goals remain unfulfilled, and our potential goes unrealized. In simple terms, how you spend your free hours directly influences how successful, skilled, and fulfilled you will be in the future. Making deliberate use of leisure time is choosing how to use those moments in ways that will pay off in the long run. Personal development can be achieved by a variety of activities, such as reading books, acquiring new skills, making crafts, thinking critically, exercising, setting goals, or working on personal projects. Such intellectual, emotional, and skill-building endeavors enhance an individual's abilities in ways that permeate all facets of life. Effective time management is important, according to research. For instance, research in psychology demonstrates that actively managing leisure time, as opposed to passively experiencing it, greatly enhances overall life satisfaction and quality of life. People who intentionally devote their leisure time to worthwhile activities can improve their well-being, lower their stress levels, and develop stronger habits, all of which are factors that will help them succeed in the future. When leisure time is handled wisely, it can be utilized to increase potential and promote development. For students, this could entail devoting hours to reading materials unrelated to their coursework, mastering a pastime, or honing their problem-solving techniques. For professionals, this can entail developing side ventures, growing their networks, or picking up cutting-edge tools specific to their industry. In each instance, these decisions create a future where a person is better equipped, knowledgeable, and prepared for opportunities when they arise. On the other hand, a large amount of leisure time is frequently devoted to passive amusement, such as playing games, browsing social media, watching endless movies, or consuming stuff that has no personal value. Although entertainment is not intrinsically harmful, it becomes a hindrance to development when it is the norm. The attention-grabbing nature of contemporary digital platforms activates reward circuits in the brain, making continual scrolling feel compulsive. For instance, research looking at media consumption and behavior have connected excessive use of short-form videos to issues with focus, procrastination, and decreased productivity. A person's expectations and actions will gradually change if they regularly select media that promotes distraction or inhibits effort. These decisions lead to a mindset that prioritizes amusement above development over the course of months and years. However, selecting informative, inspiring, thought-provoking, or skill-building media can have a positive impact on future behavior and thought patterns. For this reason, many individuals find resonance in the statement, "What you read, watch, and listen to programs your future." Our attitudes, behaviors, and aspirations are continuously shaped by the concepts and messages we accept into our minds. So how can one make the most of their leisure time to ensure a prosperous future? Hobbies like painting, playing music, or joining groups, for instance, can improve abilities, broaden social networks, and strengthen one's sense of self. Reading novels is an example of an apparently leisurely activity that can expand perspectives, stimulate the imagination, and improve vocabulary. The balance and purpose of how leisure time is spent are what count. The most potent realization regarding leisure time is that minor everyday decisions add up to significant life consequences. Even seemingly innocuous behaviors like spending hours scrolling through social media, binge-watching television, or mindlessly exploring entertainment platforms can steal years of a person's life. On the other hand, dedicating even a small amount of daily leisure time to personal development, skill enhancement, reading, physical activity, networking, planning, or contemplative thinking results in significant insights, a more robust personality, and a greater sense of fulfillment. In many respects, how you spend your time today will determine how things turn out in the future. The future depends on what you do today. This insight highlights the truth that free time is not separate from the rest of life. It is life. How we invest it writes the story of our future selves. Ultimately, what we say about leisure time reflects a more profound reality. Time is life. Once lost, it cannot be recovered, and how we use it, whether positively or negatively, molds who we become. Free time can be a time for learning that changes, creativity that grows, relaxation that rejuvenates, and growth. Alternatively, it might be a vicious cycle of avoidance, distraction, and unrealized potential. In the end, the decision is ours. Your future is determined by how you use your leisure time, since each activity you choose shapes who you are. Your future will show growth, opportunity, and purpose if you use your leisure time properly, focusing on development, expansion, and meaningful participation. If those same moments are spent in passive escape with little value added to your life, your future will reflect stagnation. Choose wisely, because time once gone does not return. If this video made you rethink how you spend your free time, subscribe for more content that helps you build a better future.